fascinating to stare at.
The last part, please.
Wow. Hey there and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very special guest, Rakshita Naik. She is my classmate, and today we are doing a special video, and also we are launching our podcast, so it's a pod show. And our topic for today is gonna be tips for freshers from final year seniors, which is us. So I hope you're gonna take some very essential tips for you before you come to SVYASA University, and who knows, get some mindset ready for all that. For the past 4 years, we have gone through so many experiences, so many challenges, so much personal development, I think. And from the past 3 months, we thought that we have to do this video to share our experience. So today is the day we came together, and we are ready to share from our experience. So we are going to start by sharing with you how was our first day in the college and how was our experience. So I think Rakshita can start.
Thank you very much. This is my first time, so I am very new to this whole thing, talking to the camera, but at the same time, being okay with... I am literally shivering right now. Even though there's no audience, I'm a little nervous. What are we going to talk about?
Your first day in the...
Oh, my first day.
Contemplative.
Mixed feelings. I was excited, but at the same time I was sad that I was not going to stay in my comfort zone anymore, because I was coming from home where I was like peak of comfort. So first day was okay. Wouldn't say I had an amazing time. The excitement and stuff were not there, but it was fine. It was an experience which I would remember. It was uncomfortable, at the same time very exciting. Mm-hmm. So it was like mixed feelings.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
What about you?
So my experience was first day in SVYASA was a very big shock for me. So I imagine after having like 12-hour flight, I reached, it was nighttime, and nothing was prepared for me, like to have a room specifically. I remember giving a single room, and I thought that I didn't come for this. Like this is not the place I was expecting it.
I didn't sign up for this.
It was like a very big shift. Imagine, as she said, coming from a comfort zone, and Europe is totally different than India. So I remember calling my mom that time and crying and saying, where did I come? Luckily, I took help from some seniors, and I stayed in their room for that night. And here leads us to what you should bring to the college, because I absolutely didn't have anything. And I remember when going for the warden, there was no how do you call this?
Mattress?
Yeah, there was no mattress, and then she was like, you should bring from home. And I was trying to explain to her, like, how can I bring on the airplane a mattress? So it was really funny. So first of all, now I'm not sure how it is in the hostels. Now maybe you should bring one, but I remember next day I went and bought everything necessary, like mattress and the bucket, then cleaning, especially cleaning stuff, because it is required to do cleaning in the room. So now Rakshita, what do you think are the things necessary? I mean, what did you bring in your room in the first few days here?
Everything. Everything. Mattress, buckets, mugs, cleaning detergents, broom, mop, disinfectants, everything. Mm-hmm. Majorly disinfectants, because you'll have a lot of cockroaches, you'll have a lot of ants, you'll have lizards. When I say everything, literally everything.
So regarding the animal part of it, so I remember it was, I think, second day I was here in SVYASA, and suddenly a lizard came in my room. It was on the wall, and I called my senior, so alarmed. I'm like, there's a lizard in my room, and she was like, okay, what's the problem? I'm like, it's normal. I'm like, how is that normal? Me coming from a place where no animal like this kind of animal comes, unless it's a pet animal. Lizards are not pet animals, okay, will be in the house, literally in the house. So, but after a few time you get used to it. You become in harmony with the nature. By the way, it's a yoga university. So
good reference.
yeah, good. You are supposed to be in harmony with everything which happens in this campus. Yeah, so this is how my room looks like, but room won't look like that in a hostel. So I did, actually, those are my paintings, and I bought flowers. I did a lot of investment in my room, but it's not gonna be like this if you're coming in the hostel. So you can share a little bit of how it is to have roommates and sharing things and about friendship. Yeah.
Okay, so if you're a person who loves your space, if you're a person who loves having your own space, I'm sorry, you'll have to get used to a lot of people around you. Right now we're sharing in one room, and you don't really have your personal space as such. But it has a fun in itself. You have people being there for you, even if they don't want to. They're just in part of the room, so they will have to care for you. So that way, yes, you will have people there for you. And spaces are quite small comparative to this space. This is not what Indians get. No. This is only for foreigners. So if you're a foreigner, I'm kind of jealous of you. But anyway, friendship, a very big topic, and something that I am actually grateful for experiencing what friendship is, what acquaintance is, the difference between classmates, the difference between acquaintance, difference between friendship. But the people that I'm surrounded right now, chef's kiss. Chef's, I swear to Allah, I'm so grateful to have her especially. And the best part is we bonded in 4th year.
Mm-hmm.
Since first year we were in the same class, we used to talk, yes, but we bonded in 4th year, which was not something that I saw coming.
Mm-hmm.
But again, a very beautiful bond that I have. I would never want to trade anything for this.
Thank you, that means a lot for me. I wanted to ask, how is friendship as a fresher? First time you come here, there are a lot of people you don't know, new faces, new rules. So how was first few months? Was it easy to make new friends?
It was not, I wouldn't say easy, but it was not a big deal also. It was fine. As soon as I came, I had my roommate who I really made a good bond with.
Mm-hmm.
So since she was my roommate, also I had somebody to lean on. So that way I had no problem making friends. And then for me, making friends was not an issue. Talking to people was not an issue. But later I realized friendship is not what I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
So in that way, new experience.
Okay, so a friendship from my perspective as a foreigner, first of all, it was the staring. So I don't think it's the friendship, but of course people will come and approach me. Even I will go and approach and talk with people, get to know them. But I think because I'm a foreigner, people most of the time will just stare at me and not come and talk with me. I don't know, maybe they're scared or they just...
No, you're that fascinating.
Yeah, I'm just fascinating to stare at. Yeah, so that was a little bit an awkward situation for me, especially at the beginning. Now I got used to it, all the staring that is happening going outside. But this is again another topic we can talk about. Now coming to friendship, yes, I did make friends, especially I got along very well in the classroom. I didn't have any issues. And one thing, because I got involved in extracurricular activities like music and dancing, there also I met friends who have same interests, so we can start the conversation from that. So I think it's very important to join this extracurricular activities. And now coming to this, let's talk about that. What are the opportunities in this campus to do after school? So I think we need to talk about the schedule also, and then the timings as well.
Management.
Yeah, time management, very, very important. So yeah, this is something you will learn in this campus.
Inevitably.
It's like you have
to
to.
learn. You don't even have to put in the effort to learn.
Mm-hmm.
We have quite a few clubs which have been trying to be active. So there's cultural club where we have drama, we have music, we have dance and other stuff probably, which I'm not a part of. Then there is literature club, movie club, which I'm heading, but it's like non-existent right now. Apart from that, we have research club. It is just few days old.
Yes.
Baby club, but very interesting for the people who are very keen on research.
That's right.
And what else do we have?
Literature.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Gardening.
Yeah, nature's club where you will be planting saplings and you will have to take care of the sapling that you have planted. You will have to pluck weeds. You'll have to water the plants.
Fun work.
Yeah. Again, for the people who love doing the work.
How about time management? So now we do have these activities in the college, but I don't think time is enough to manage the studies, the personal time and the extracurricular activities. Why is that? So I'll just tell you our current schedule. So we have yoga class at 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Then breakfast is going to be at 8. Then 9 to 4 p.m. 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. we have normal classes. So then after 4, technically it's our free time. Now, of course, now depends on each person, schedule or what they want to do. If they want to spend time watching drama or sleeping, it's their own choice. How did you manage your after college time? Okay.
I started off with doing nothing after college. I used to plain waste my time. But once I started, so I saw my growth. I started to see a change in me mid my third year. My mid third year. And that's when I started taking things into my control. So how was I before? I used to just leave everything to, the external stuff. Okay, I'm supposed to do this, like go to college, go to class, fine, okay. But after that, what? I used to not have a mentality where I thought that I had things in my control. So after that, my first year, we were COVID batch. So we were at home the whole time. And then second year, half again, we were at home. 4 months or so we were at home. And then we got back. And again, I wasted a lot of my time. But time management, it is very simple. Once I started understanding that I have to put in work on myself, there's a lot of inner work that I need to do. I think time management just happens automatically. You come back and then in the head you've already prioritized. Okay, I like reading, so I want to read for so and so hours. So you just happen to put that in your schedule. I need time to finish records or... I don't like records.
Who likes records? Okay, this is another thing.
But when you start actually having the mindset of taking things under your control, time management or self-work again will just happen like that. You don't even have to put much of an effort. One thing is, it is very important to have a time for yourself, a must on a daily basis. I think a lot of us just forget that we need to give ourselves time as well. So self-time, an hour a day or even half an hour a day is good enough. I am not the kind who studies every day. I am not that. I'm not that studious. So I don't study every day. What I do every day is probably do my record or do my assignments or, sort my room, organize my room, because almost on a daily basis there's something or the other which bothers me and then I have to take it out of my head. So what I do is I start organizing, I start cleaning.
Yeah, so completing what you wanted to say regarding maybe in the beginning you are just going with the flow. And it's very easy to get caught up in this monotonous schedule, right? Yeah. Morning, wake up, yoga, go to class, come back, study. To not get caught up in this, I think this inner work is really necessary. And as you said, personal time. So even me, I do have my own timing, which I do journaling. And I do read as well. And follow my passions, because I do have many hobbies as well. I think a few months back I was stressing that I have so many things I want to do, but there's not enough time. And as you said, prioritizing, it's really, really important. Is this really the requirement for me to do it right now? Is it either studies, is it hobby, reading? Like, you have to see specifically what you really want to do in this. And I think this campus, it's a great opportunity for people to do this in work if they have this mindset of working on themselves. Or you can just be here, get lazy and don't do anything, go enjoy your life by doing stuff.
This is actually a very good place for self-work. I have personally experienced it. Amazing place for self-work, because this place will teach you everything majorly regarding people and human behavior. So, and it also will make you realize how much of self-work is essential.
Yeah, and also the challenges this campus gives you, it's a great way to work on yourself. For example, you will have to do things which you don't want to, and then also you have to see how you react to that and how you're thinking about that, because you might go in the victim position and be like, why is this happening to me? Why this place is so bad? I want to go home. Or you can take it as an opportunity for you to grow and change your perspective about this place, but also about life. Because also there is here the element of surprise in this campus, especially. Like, you don't even know when things are happening. I remember in second year or something, it was announced 2 days before that we have a summer holiday. It was 2 days before it was announced that we have a summer holiday. And remember, everyone was booking tickets to go home and everything. It was just and it's not only about holiday, even for our examinations, like we have no idea when it's happening. So this element of surprise and uncertainty is teaching you about life, because literally life is full of surprises, right? You cannot expect, and sometimes when you expect something and it's not coming how you want it to be, how will you deal with it, right? I think this is really, really important.
Yeah, about uncertainty and surprise element, this place is the best for teaching you that you need to be prepared at every point of your life. You need to have your armors at every point of your life. Be it surprise element in everything. Something that is good for you, something that is fun, and surprise element wherein you'll be a little uncomfortable. So it just prepares you for the outer world. So it is said, our seniors used to tell when we came newly here, that if you survive in this place, you will survive in any other place in the world.
If you survive.
Another thing about this university, being the number one yoga university in the world, it's very, very different than any other university, because here you have this ashram atmosphere in which you learn about yoga, you learn about spirituality as well, and you meet a lot of people who are the leading voice in their field. So I think this is a really, really nice opportunity the university gives us.
Spiritual growth.
Yeah, spiritual growth, as well as the other opportunities we can do after the college, because we can connect with the people who come here, and continue, right, in this field as well. Now, speaking that the university is unique in ashram, of course, the activities will be totally different. So we don't have crazy parties and also crazy food as well. So garlic and onion is not allowed in the campus, and any meat as well, fish, eggs, non-veg is not allowed in the campus. For me, it was easy because I'm a vegan, but I'm pretty sure for a lot of people it's not. So a tip for you, as a fresher, get your mindset ready for having non-veg food for a very long time.
For not having non-veg food.
For not having veg food for a long time. For not having non-veg food for a long time.
So again, one more very important tip that I have is, when you come here, don't have a restrictive mindset. Be very open about everything. Because you will have a lot of new stuff that you will have to see or experience. So have a very broad perspective.
Now I wanted to give you a few tips on how to study. So, why are you laughing? Okay, so I have tried a lot of things in the past 4 years, and I can tell from my experience, first year as a topper, second year as a second topper. Yeah, so let's go like this. Okay, never mind. So, I was lucky that in the first year I took a course about mind mapping and photo reading. So I think that helped me a lot in my studies. As a medical student, we have a lot to study, like a lot, right? I did a lot of mind mapping, and this space repetition is really important. And also very colorful. I like to have things colorful, so it's enjoying to read, and it's not like white and blue or black. So I find it boring, just sitting in there and falling asleep while studying. So I didn't do that. And also what I use, especially in anatomy, I use this flashcard. There is this software on laptop and also phone. It's called Anki. So you have flashcards, you have the picture of the anatomy part with the name and the muscle and everything. So that thing was like a input of information which is still stuck in my brain, about the flashcard. So I use this flashcard software, which also has the space repetition thing, so you remember that stuff. So this is basically my key to success, key to survival in Prashanti when it comes to studies, because you will need that key to survival. Now I don't know what is your style of studying.
So this was from a topper's perspective. The person who studies on a daily basis is very studious and very smart. Now this is coming from an average student's perspective. Okay. So I did nothing. I studied just like a day or two before internals. Internals the night before, and final exams probably a week before, or not even that much.
Okay.
Nothing. One thing which is important is you always have a superficial idea about this subject. You shouldn't be like, oh, I do not know anything about the subject at all when you're studying. So you need to have a little bit of brief information about every chapter that you have in your subject.
There's lots more, of course, but that should give the general idea.
You got her tip. So the idea is, if you attend the classes, you will have a general idea of what is happening. So you attend the classes because attendance is important in this campus. 90% attendance is required for you to write the exams. One more thing is, I think that is in everything you do in your life or you're going to do, is that you should be passionate about it. You should really want to learn that. You want to do this later in life, not just for the sake of having a degree coming here, because what you learn here, it's so important and so necessary for our human being, coming from the mental health, coming from our body functioning, especially as we learn in naturopathy and yoga, the root cause of disease and everything. You should actually be passionate to know about that and teach other people in this field. I think this is really important. For me, this was actually my first option. So my first, no?
No.
Okay, so she's gonna tell. So for me, it was my first option, and I wanted to do this, and here I am. Yeah, let's see.
My first option was not this, because I got to know about this course because I was searching for something that I wanted to do, but I myself did not have any idea about what I wanted to do. But something into healthcare for sure, because since childhood I had this, my family background is just engineers and doctors. So because of that, engineers, I'm not really good with maths and I'm not good with numbers. So no engineering of any sort. Yeah. So healthcare was the choice, and hence I did not want to do MBBS because I thought it was too much for me. I was not capable for it. Again, debatable topic. So that's how I landed up here. So I chose this course by myself. So there was an interest over here, but I wouldn't say I was completely into the field. Like she said, it is very, very important to have interest in this field, because once we get into it in our initial years, since we don't know a lot about this field, we might become ignorant about how beneficial this course is and how actually different it is from the normal conventional courses. Even if you have like the slightest interest in doing this course, you're good to go. The interest will build up by years. Since when you start exploring about how the course is, and when you start attending seminars, especially when we had Incofera and we attended seminars, I think that was one of the ways that my interest increased in this course. Yes, because I saw big people coming and talking, and I did not know this course was that renowned, but yes, it is, and also very beneficial. It has a lot of scope, yes, but again, it depends on how you see the course.
That's right.
Perspective.
Yes, perspective is everything.
Again, another topic for the next podcast. Lastly, this place might seem a little hard to be in, might seem a little different, and might seem not nice, but along the line, like they say, trust the process. This place is not as bad as you think it is. It is actually very good for the kind of growth that you would want to have. And the kind of growth you would want to have completely depends on you. If you want to sit and sulk and complain, you can go on doing it. This place will give you reasons to do it. But if you want to change the narrative for yourself, this place will give you that opportunity as well. So it is completely in your hands to view the place in whichever way you want to. Have a very open mindset when you come here with everything.
And thankfully for our conversation now, we actually see the value, because as people sometimes say, you can understand why you went to some events or situations, understand the value of that time after you finished and after some time, right? But because of our conversation, I think we realize more about this place, and what has given us, and it's very eye-opening. And maybe for many people it's going to be eye-opening when they finish the college, and after like 1 year they get out of this place, and they'll be like, maybe at the beginning they'll be like, oh my god, finally I'm done with this place, I'll never come back, but actually it happens in this campus for many people to come back. I don't know, there's some magnet to this place. I guess we'll find out later, and right now I'm not feeling it. But maybe we'll find out later the special thing which is attracting people to this place, and also from outside and from India as well. So I think we can conclude this pod show by giving you last quote, in which says that I don't know how the quote says, but it goes like this. It's like, it's not about the destination, but it's about the journey. Success is just an end of the things, but what is important is how you reach to that point, and the lesson you learn, and also who you become as a person. Because for example, let's say successful people, it's actually they become successful through the experiences they had. Similarly in this campus. So this is
also, success is very subjective.
Another topic to talk about. Alright, so thank you for watching and also listening to us. And if you do have any questions about the campus, or again tips, you are welcome and free to ask. And from all the seniors, we welcome you to SVYASA University, and I wish you have an amazing time here. And grow as a person.
And that journey itself is very beautiful. You will fall in love with yourself. Like, I am in the process of understanding myself, and I am loving it. I'm loving who I am. I'm loving who I'm around. She's one of the major contributors to my growth, I can say that. Amongst others, she's one of the major contributors, because the kind of conversation I have with her, I don't think I've ever had that kind of conversation with anybody else. And I can say she's sort of my mentor. A little bit, because any question that I have, I'm like, Roberta, how do you do this? How do you do that? And then she pours in her perspective, and then like my perspective broadens, and then it's like, okay, now it's like you have somebody to like lean on, if I can say that. Anyways, welcome. Can't wait to have you guys in this campus.
Yeah, so first, thank you for allowing me to be that.
Yeah, she's just trying to be modest.
No. Alright guys, this is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.